Is this the right way to the old ruins? That's right, the seat of a great civilization with a long history. Good! Excellent! Finally, I'm at the right place. I wasted so much time wandering around the desert. Ugh! Could it be that you've come here to search for the lost treasure in the desert? Countless cookies came searching for it, but all the golden riches are long gone. Only dangerous monsters lurk about here. Perhaps it's wise to look for treasures elsewhere. Chirp! That's no matter at all! A little risk is a must when it comes to treasure hunting. I heard that there's a jewel that grants you all wishes! I missed out for myself! Oh, quite persistent you are. Good luck, traveler. Please tread carefully. Thank you for showing me the way. I won't forget the help you've given me. Yes, the treasure must be close. Ooh, I'm feeling so energized. Indeed, I would have heard about it if someone on Earth had laid their hands on it first. No, nor grind nor dirt can diminish the gleam of gold. Just wait a little longer, my legendary treasure. So, today, it's time for Golden Cheese Cookie's, backstory to be told. So, her first word was, unsurprisingly, mine. But, that was the first word that wasn't a name. Her mother was, and this is a surprise to you, Mystic Flour Cookie, and her father was Red Spice Cookie, also a surprise. The Red Spice Cookie got sealed away before she was ever born, so she doesn't remember him. And, speaking of not remembering things, well, before that, you just need to mention her brother is Dark Cacao. I came up with that idea about have the same skin color, but that's beside the point. And, Cheese Cookie, that was her name back then, Cheese Cookie. She was the favorite, and, that made Dark Cookie not really like her, and not really like Mystic Flour Cookie all that much. That's beside the point also. And, one day, Cheese Cookie got hit by a car, and, she forgot all her memories. Everyone thought she was dead, and really she was flung off to a Cheesebird experiment lab, where she got stuck in her experiment tube, not remembering anything, and she landed on a button before she got in there, and of course that made everybody freak out, and because the button was a do not press button, and it caused the entire laboratory to explode. Now, the thing in the other tube was a cheese eagle. They were practicing, fusing things together to see if it'd work. And, it did. Cheese Cookie got wings that day. So, now that she has wings, she can pretty much fly wherever she wants, but she doesn't know that yet. And I got this from The Lion King. She goes unconscious and the very edges of the desert where the jungle's near, and the Dark Forest cats decide to eat her, but instead, Fig Cookie and the rabbit come to the rescue without even knowing they're rescuing her, and then they have an argument that, I also got this from The Lion King, also goes a little bit like this, but, hold on. It's a cookie. No, it's a very large eagle, Fig Cookie. Why else would it have wings? Go check Donovan. The rabbit's name is Donovan. Anyway. It's a cookie after all. Let's keep it. What? It'll crumble you and use your legs as a weapon against me. It's just a baby. I can feed it, give it water, play with it, and clean up these little messes. Don't be its little mess, and it'll use me as a toothpick. But it's just a baby. I don't know cookie ways. And if you're strong, we could have it as our friend and a forest guard. You might be right. A big strong cookie on our side may be a good idea. Alright, we can keep it. Yay, we're gonna name it Fred. We're gonna name it Fred. So, that's what happened. So far, anyway. And, Cheese Cookie hang out with them for 15 years in the forest. And then she forgot all her memories. The only memory she remembered was how cruel cookies were, because her family, the kingdom she used to live in, Indigo, her family got treated real bad there, and, she just remembers all the cruelty. So, she didn't think she was Cookie.
she thought she was a cat with wings. And here, like, when they met her and asked her name, she didn't know what her name was. And so she tried to remember her name, and she remembered that her name was Cheese Cookie, but she didn't exactly remember her name. And she got it slightly wrong. She was like, my name is Golden Cheese Cookie, because she thought that was her name, but it wasn't. And then she's like, and I'm a winged, well, she doesn't say she has wings, she doesn't know yet, but she's like, I'm a kitty. Because her cat is her favorite animal is a kitty, which makes her think she's a kitty too. She was wrong. She was dead wrong, but like, so after those 15 years, those fun 15 years, wildfire happens. And she loses both Fig Cookie and Donovan, even though Fig Cookie survived it, and Donovan was not as lucky. Fig Cookie, and Golden Cheese Cookie gets told to follow the golden light, so she does, but like, she tried, she fell unconscious in a dump yard, and Dracionic saved her life, and that made her have a crush on him. But Pure Vanilla Cookie had loves for White Lily Cookie and not her, and that made her cry. And, well, and when, after she got her soul jam, you know, she went to the desert and to go back to the ruins she found when she was 5, and she went back to her ruins, and there was a new ruler in town, and all the denizens of the kingdom that she found, like, they all liked her better than Cheddis the mole, and he was pretty mad about that, and he told his advisors to find ways to get rid of her. And they decided that they'd just put her in the Colosseum for being liked more. And also making renovations on the Colosseum to make the big cat on there look more like her. Because back then she wasn't prideful and conceited, but all the denizens liked her so much they wanted to do that. And he was not happy about that. So they had a, you know, Breath of the Wild leader of the, I forgot what they're called, Yiga style fight, and then at the very end, the same funny thing that happened with the Breath of the Wild leader of the Yiga happens to Cheddis the mole. He summons a big ball, and Cheese Cookie just shoves, and Golden Cheese Cookie, just shoves it. And when she just shoves it, it rolls over Cheddis the mole, and he falls into a big hole. And he's like, no. The hole eventually got blocked, but it was a big hole. And fell into the big hole. And he definitely didn't survive that. So only a few minutes left, so I have got to be fast. So after a while, she got Mozzarella Cookie as her apprentice. Dumped Mozzarella Cookie as her apprentice when she went loony from temptation to have greed, and she fell for it because she got sick, and that made her weak. So, Mozzarella Cookie instead got apprenticed to Smoked Cheese Cookie's father, who was also mentoring Smoked Cheese Cookie, so he became the first mentor in the history of the world to have 2 apprentices. Like, I got that system from Warrior Cats, the apprentice system, but, like, eventually, like, Golden Cheese Cookie got the dress she wears in a virtual world from Mozzarella Cookie, and, it was a maternity dress because of a Goodwill incident that I will not explain here. But, like, she got it for her birthday. And, well, now one day, Golden Cheese Cookie, like, she had a kid against her will. And she tried to hide it for a while. She tried to hide that she was expecting for a while. Mozzarella Cookie found out. Then, because the servants are nosy, they found out and told everyone. Well, told everyone in the castle anyway that Golden Cheese Cookie had to tell everyone that the servants were right. And, well, that caused her a lifetime times of humiliation. Then, you know, got this from Right Heart's little story. Pretty just starts going missing, and Mozzarella Cookie tries to get into it. But hey, wait, that incident, we don't need to mention that incident. We're just talking about the major aspects. We don't need to even mention that incident. But, eventually, Golden Cheese Cookie loses her daughter in the Dark Flower War, and that pushed her over the limit, and that's when she made the virtual world, and got all her friends in there. And that was blasphemy, so she's never gonna go to heaven. But, she got them all in the virtual world. And, for quite a while, she got through 21 years to be exact. She managed to get the virtual world running and keep it running. And finally, it went kaboom, as all virtual worlds do. And then, she eventually unites with her mother again in the war to try to stop the beasts, because Miss Flower Cookie was the only beast that remained a good guy, and the only reason she got sealed away by Elder Fairy Cookie was so that he could preserve her goodness. And then, oh goodness, it's ending. I was talking for too long, wasn't I? Okay, well, seems like you're just going to be seeing absolutely nothing. Yay! But we're just going to, just continue in a super extra ultra speed, and she defeats the Spice Cookie, ends up and she actually doesn't crumble, but when she tries to get all her cookies back, a miracle happens, and she does, but she reunites with Goldie, but Affogato Cookie crumbles her and himself, and Golden Cheese Cookie's daughter, who also happens to have the same name, then got the Soul Gem, and the end. Sorry that had to go on for a little longer than I thought. Adios, amigos.